Number 1, Wim Hof, the Iceman. Possibly just number 1 because being called Iceman is cool, as empirically proven in the film Top Gun. But Wim Hof is completely immune to cold. He climbed Mount Everest in nothing but shorts, which is, why would you do that? The temperatures there vary from minus 35 degrees Celsius to minus 60 degrees Celsius, temperatures where any other human would have been killed in minutes without the correct protection. He also ran a half marathon 200 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle, where it was minus 20 degrees, and he ran that without shirt or shoes. He then broke the ice endurance record twice, setting a Guinness World Record of 1 hour and 52 minutes and 42 seconds. If that wasn't enough, Hoff later ran a full marathon in the Namib Desert without any water. I don't know who this man is, but are we sure he isn't an X-Man, like in the X-Men? Are we sure? I don't know. Impressive. Number 2, Stephen Wiltshire, photographic memory. Stephen Wiltshire is a British architectural artist who can look at a landscape once and then draw it in full detail with perfect accuracy. He produced a detailed drawing of a 4 square mile area of London after a single helicopter ride above the city. He then accurately recreated New York City with a 19-foot drawing of 305 square miles based on a single 20-minute helicopter ride, drawing every building to scale in its correct place, alongside windows, doors, light poles, everything else you could possibly imagine. Frankly, I don't think I could do one building, so well played, Stephen. That's incredible. Number 3, Shakuntala Devi, the human computer. Shakuntala Devi was a woman born in India capable of calculating numbers beyond normal human abilities. At age 6, and without any formal training, she demonstrated her abilities to calculate and memorize at the University of Mysore. Devi also showcased her arithmetic talents upon being studied by Arthur Jensen, a professor of psychology at the University of California, Berkeley. She was asked to calculate the cube root of 61.629 million and the 7th root of 170.859 million. She answered correctly before Jensen could even copy them down in his notebook. Thinking faster than writing, at that scale, impressive. She then set a world record when she multiplied 2 13-digit numbers picked at random by London's Imperial College. She correctly answered the equation in 28 seconds. Another university asked her to give the 23rd root of a 201-digit number, of which she answered in 50 seconds. Her answer was confirmed by the US Bureau of Standards via the UNIVAC 1101 computer, for which a special program had to be written to perform such a large calculation. Number 4, Daniel Tammet, superhuman memory. With his ability to memorize massive amounts of information, Daniel Tammet set a European record by reciting the number pi to more than 22,500 decimal places in a little over 5 hours. The majority of savants are unable to explain their extraordinary abilities, but Daniel states that in his mind, every whole number up to 10,000 has its own unique texture, color, shape, and feel, ultimately enabling him to remember things visually much easier than the average person would. I can't get my head around that at all, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure I could even categorize 10 different mushrooms on that basis. 10,000 numbers? No way. Number 5, Isao Machi with his superhuman reflexes. Isao Machi is a Japanese Iaido master who has the quickest reflexes in the world. He holds several world records for his swift sword skills, the most notable of which is him cutting a BB gun pellet mid-air after it's been shot at him. That's right, somebody shoots a BB pellet at him and he cuts it in half in the air. Fair enough, I couldn't do that. Machi is able to do this, however, because his ability to process his surroundings in a different way to normal humans. As opposed to seeing an item move through the air, he's capable of anticipating the exact location of something at any given moment with perfect accuracy. Number 6, Ben Underwood with sonar vision. Due to cancer, Ben Underwood lost his eyesight at the young age of 3. However, he has the ability now to see using human echolocation. He makes clicking sounds using his mouth and is able to judge the echo produced by that to understand his surroundings and any obstacles in his path. That's right, he's basically like a dolphin, or maybe the Flash. That's pretty cool. This unique ability has allowed him to have a normal childhood, relatively, things like riding a bike and roller skating, as well as being able to walk around on his own without any assistance. Talk about overcoming adversity. Full marks, Ben, full marks. Number 7, Daniel Smith, Rubber Boy. Daniel Browning Smith is the most flexible man alive. And I've claimed that myself many times, mostly in nightclubs, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that actually it's probably him. Anyway, he's able to crawl through an unstrung tennis racket by dislocating his arms. Yeah, no, you know what I said? He's definitely more flexible than I am. I can just do some decent moves. Anyway, Smith is also able to rotate his torso by up to 180 degrees, and because of that holds several Guinness World Records. I haven't got any of them. Alright, I admit it, Daniel. You win. Number 8, Tim Cridland. No pain. Pain-defying performer Tim Cridland specialises in sword-swallowing, fire-walking, sleeping on beds of nails and other feats that bring him none of the pain that you would expect to be brought by such activities. He claims his endurance of pain is a feat of his mind, but research suggests that actually maybe he's telling a couple of porkies. He may be one of the rare people born without the ability to feel pain. In any case, scientists still don't understand pain, why we feel it at particular times and not others, and why some people can tolerate different levels of pain that others simply wouldn't be able to cope with. Cridland said that you could take the same techniques that I use to overcome pain and use them in your own life to inspire you to persevere against the pains in life that we all have to deal with. Number 9, Louis Thao Lin has a magnetic body. This Malaysian man is able to stick metal objects onto his body and balance them. Scientists couldn't detect anything pertaining to the magnetics of his body, instead attributing it to suction properties in his skin. So he's not actually like a metal magnet, he's still just got weird skin. Lin's genes were passed down to his 2 sons and 2 grandchildren, who now also have this magnetic-esque ability. Oh, very cool. Maybe you'll get a film made about you by the Marvel people. Or maybe not. Number 10, Michael Latito with his stomach of steel. Michael Latito is able to chew up all types of indigestible materials, including razor blades, light bulbs, and steel. Now, he spent 2 years eating a Cessna 150 plane with the help of a bolt cutter, a sledgehammer, and presumably a good amount of elbow grease, and obviously an acetylene torch, one of those funny little torches you need to melt metal, to break up the plane into the parts which he then consumed. Well, he even consumed the glass parts directly off the plane. What's he doing in glass? Nutter. Now, he's able to chew and swallow these things without suffering from severe internal bleeding, as he has an abnormally thick stomach lining. So obviously, in case it hasn't been made quite clear by the tone of my voice, do not do this yourself. It's a very, very, very bad idea. Before his death, which was apparently caused by natural causes, he'd eaten nearly 9 tons of metal. Well, it's nice to have achieved something with your life, I suppose.